Hi, my name is Nosair Yassin. I started a channel called Nas Daily where we make videos about people from all around the world. We have 59, 60 million followers and the videos are very short. But every 1 minute video has a big message.
Nas has a big heart.
Huge inspiration for me.
The energy, the excitement.
Just don't be goddamn boring. Say something, scream when you have to. Look interesting, say something controversial, say something that you deeply believe in.
What more is there to say about this guy who has inspired millions of people around the world? Please welcome Nosair Yassin, Nas Daily.
When I was little, I was a lonely kid. I was very shy. I was a middle child. I grew up a 100% Arab town in the middle of Israel. So we are Palestinian, Israeli. When you grow up as a minority in a country in the Middle East, everything is a little bit harder. I never really liked growing up where I did. I wanted to escape my environment and I wanted to see how the world works, which is America, the United States. I applied for university and to my surprise, I was able to get in and get a scholarship. And I studied 4 years at Harvard. I studied economics and I studied computer science. I learned about how the world works. I met people who want to change the world. I met my first ever Jewish friend. I made my first ever gay friend. All of them came together and became friends. So seeing different cultures, different political systems, nationalities opens your world. So after I graduated from Harvard, I wanted to become a software engineer. I became a software engineer at PayPal and I was helping people move money from A to B, B to C. But at some point, I didn't want to do it anymore because there was no meaning behind the job. And that's when I decided to stop and start making something else, something different. And I decided to create videos. The first time I made a video, we sent a hamburger to space. And then from there, with a camera inside, you can see space. We made that video and we put it on YouTube and it blew up. It got 1 million views. And I was like, this is interesting. You can create a piece of video and it can live on the internet and reach millions of people. I want to do that again. For Nas Daily, I came up with a simple idea. Let's create 1,000 videos in 1,000 days. It was a big commitment. I'm unemployed. If I don't know how to make videos and I don't have money, then I need to work every day. The most difficult part of creating one video like this is some days you get sick. Other days you're traveling and you still have to make a video. And every video takes 10 hours or so. And so it took me a lot of effort to push myself to launch that video. So I created pressure on myself that by 1 p.m. I must have a video idea. I would think like this, I'd be like, think. The whole time, just to get something that's worth making. At the same time, you must always have self-drive, not external drive. If you need somebody from the outside to make you do something, you'll never do it because that person will not always be there. So you need to be productive without the help of people. The first 300 days of Nas Daily, I was making the video about myself. Then I learned that nobody cares about me. People care about what I see. So I started to point the camera at other people. And other people are a lot more interesting than me. And so I had to travel. I needed to find the most interesting people around the world. Every 2 weeks, I was in a new country. I traveled to more than 80 countries in 1,000 days. And I would look at the world map and I'd say, here, let's go. Then here, let's go. Is there a video I can make there? Are there interesting people over there? Let's go. When you travel every 2 weeks to a new country, your mind becomes different. I saw that humans are 99% the same, and we're only 1% different. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody hates somebody. So we're all very similar, shockingly similar. The 1% difference in humans and countries is usually what we call culture. In Japan, people love sushi, but in Peru, maybe not as much. So when I did that after day 300, it all became easier. And so Nas Daily became the story of people around the world, the story of nations around the world. The first success came after 270 videos. After 3 years, we had 10 million followers. 2 more years, we had 50 million followers. So we 5x'd in the last 2 years.
This was hard. This was really hard. 10 minutes ago, I cried. I cried because today is an emotional day. It marks the end of a 1,000-day journey from around the world. Every day for 1,000 days, I made a video. Never missed a day, not even once. And I don't know how I did it. Because I'm not the hardest worker. I'm not the most committed. I'm not the smartest. Deep down inside, I'm just a kid who was so excited to travel the world and make videos. And to this kid's surprise, you cared. You supported him.
So, on the last video, on day 1000, I didn't know what to do. I spent the whole day thinking and I couldn't find an idea. 3 a.m., 4 a.m., it was 5 a.m. It was the last possible moment. And I just turned on the camera and I just said whatever I wanted to say and I closed the camera. And so it came from the heart. But at the same time, after the 1,000 videos, I felt empty. Now what? What do I do now? My life has no meaning. After you do something for 5-10 years and you finish it, that was the hardest part, being so lost after 1,000 days. Look at my t-shirt. It shows the percentage of my life that's over. I only have this much left in life. It's really important to use time wisely. Are we really on this planet to watch Netflix and go to the beach? Is that why you're born? I don't think so. You need to build a company, get more people to help you create a company that's larger than you. That's why I never wanted to be a Hollywood star, because the minute you die, everything about you dies. That's why it's important to have a company so that whatever you do can continue for 100 years. So the 1 month break that I took, and then I focused on building the company.
Okay, now I want everyone to celebrate and clap. 3, 2, 1, celebrate!
I've been building a company for 3 years. The goal of my company is to build the next Nas Daily. Who is the next Nas Daily? Who is interested in changing their little world. And they need education, they need technology, they need inspiration, they need community. The missing thing in the world is the right community. The reason why you are who you are is because of the 5 people around you. The 5 people around you change you into what you are today. I grew up in a village that's 100% Muslim, and next to me there's another village that's 100% Jewish. We don't live with each other. We don't interact. That's not how the way the world should work. I wanted it to be my life mission to bring people together and mix people. When you bring people together, we do it in 3 different ways: experiences, software, technology, and content. So we help you build a community better. And in the future, we want to build an ecosystem of products that are just like good technology products. We want to build physical products. Nas means people in Arabic. That ecosystem of products. All the companies, all the products help each other. And it's just a beautiful thing when it works. Before Nas Daily succeeded, I failed 270 times until day number 271 succeeded. So for me, failure is part of the game. There is no way we quit. There's no fucking way we quit. So we have to keep doing it, change it, do something else every single day until we hit the right thing. To anybody watching this and listening to the Nas Daily story, my only recommendation to people is to look at what their society is doing and do the opposite. Society creates some rules and we all follow them, but not every rule society has is right. Some are, but not every rule is right. So look at what society does and try to do something different. Disagree with it a little bit and create a solution, not just a problem, create a solution. You'll find out that that'll be the best decision of your life.